Welcome back to another episode of Let Us Be Sustainable. I'm Frank. Today's episode is going to be about the dahlias I purchased from a box store and comparing them to the dahlias I purchased from a specialty farmer. Yes, you get a single tuber from a specialty farmer compared to the clump that you would get at a box store. But comparing oranges to oranges, I think you get a better tuber from a farmer than you do from a box store. So let's get to it, and I'm going to show you the difference. I'll be right back. This is what the tubers look like out of the bag from a box store. Doesn't matter which box store it is. It could have been Home Depot, Lowe's, Costco, BJ's. This is what you get. You can see that it's already starting to sprout, and I will divide that up and I will clean that tuber up. So while I clean this one up, I will post the link to how I clean up these box store dahlias. And I got one more to show you, because cleaning them up is important, because I don't know exactly where they were farmed in their farm practices, so I don't want any viruses or any pests that may be living in the tubers to actually hatch and devastate my crop. That's why I actually bought this for an example. You can see the difference between the box store and what you would get from a specialty farmer. This is exactly what you get. Doesn't matter if you get it online, doesn't get if you get it on a box store. They will come the same way, just like that. Except the specialty farmers will pack them up a little differently, and you will get a single tuber or a couple of tubers of different varieties in the same bag, and you'll see a much better difference. Okay, I'll be back. I'll show you the next one. Give me a second. Here's the next dahlia that I purchased from the box store. The dinner plate variety. And this one came with two clumps, I should say. And these came with one. So I just purchased one package of this because it already has two tubers. Okay, now you can see where the new sprout is coming up here, and you can see where the sprout is coming up here. But when you buy tubers from a box store, you know what? It's hit or miss. You can get, diseases like gall, crown gall, leaf gall. You can get a whole lot of parasites. It can be a shoe of things, but it's no guarantee. There's really no guarantee exactly what you're gonna get. You can get that from a specialty farmers too, because it just takes one misstep. So I'm not blaming anybody. It's buyer beware. You really gotta check your tubers before you buy them. It's a hit or miss game. I kind of lucked out on these. I don't see any specific gal, but I will be growing them in grow bags for their first season. I always do that, and I have a protocol, like I said, of how I treat these box store dahlias. I treat them with potassium permanganate. I will post a link on how I do it. Doesn't mean that you got to do it that way. It's what I do. It's just helps me sleep at night that I did what I can to prevent the steps of getting any viruses or pests or infections or any kind of diseases to spread to my stock. Once they've grown one season in the grow bags and there is no leafy gall, there's no crown gall, then okay, I divide the tubers up and I will keep growing them the way I do. Now, this is becoming more like a rescue, because if you look closely, look at the rot. You can see the rot. Those tubers are rotting. So this is why I disinfect, to stop that specific fungus to continue to deteriorate and spread to the rest of the tubers. I will cut and disinfect, and that'll take care of that. And when I clean this up, it won't be the same looking tuber. It'll be much more cleaned up, much more manageable, and something that will grow into a nice dahlia and produce excellent tubers next season, and hopefully with no gall. And then I will show you in the next clip what I buy from specialty farmers so that you can understand the difference. Now, I will be right back. Okay, I'm back after disinfecting and cleaning up these tubers, and this is what I'm left with. This is the Fubuking Maroon. I had gotten 2 packages of them because they brought 1 each, so I have 2 tubers. This one roughly stayed intact, as it may have put up some, it has some eyes there. I don't know if you can see it right there. That little dot is an eye. And so, sorry about that, is that. I kind of broke one off. Let's see if I can see it. The other one is there. There's another eye coming up there and next to it. That's pretty, it's a pretty good tuber after it's been cleaned up. Here, this one was the one with the rot. And you can see this one was, this is all that's left of that particular tuber. It was gnarly. This is basically the mother tuber. This is all that is left. See this right here, I cut off all the rot and all the rot. See, even the stem had rotted, but now it's been disinfected. It's pretty decent, and it has eyes. You can see there's a set there that I'm hoping it will shoot out from. That's all that's technically left of this tuber. It's a really gnarly tuber, but this is what you get when you buy from, see, that's where the eyes are going to come from. I left it attached to the rest of these tubers. There are a couple of eyes there, maybe developed. So what I'll do with this one is I'll take cuttings from it and hopefully get better looking tubers from the plant, but it's still going to go in a grow bag. It's that variety right there. I paid $6.95 for it, but that's what you get with a store-bought. Moving along, this is the Marrow Star dinner plate variety. I put the tubers back in the same spaces that they were in, so you can see what they look like after I cleaned them up. This one still has its sprout growing from that eye. There's another one right here. Here she's coming up. And I cut it off because the rest of that tuber didn't have any possibilities of growing. And I disinfected it. I wrote the name on it so that it will have a chance to grow, and I won't forget who it is. Here is the second tuber because this one came 2 per pack, and you can see that it also has one that's growing, and I believe there's a second one that I found when I cut the tuber. It's in there somewhere. It's somewhere. Yeah, I think there it is. It's in there. But anyway, that's the main one. That's the main one I wanted to save. It's attached to the mother tuber. And that's what you get with store-bought box store tubers. Not to say that this is the norm. You do get good tubers from box stores. Another possibility is that they may not be the variety that they're labeled. You're taking a chance when you buy from a box store. There's no guarantee that these will be that or that this will be this. No guarantee. You won't know until they start to grow. But as far as having viable tubers, yeah, you can get it. You just got to make sure and look at them very closely when you purchase them, how they're going to turn out. Now I'm going to show you what it looks like to buy from a specialty farmer that grows them to sell on, and how they're packaged and how they are shipped to you. It's really different. The quality is much better, but is it a guarantee that you'll not get Gale or something with a virus? There's no guarantee. I'm not saying that yes and no, buyer beware. What I'm saying is, listen, you get what you pay for, and buyer beware, that is all. Most of these dahlias are made for the gardener who will not overwinter them. They're going to leave them in the ground. They will probably rot and go buy another set the following year. Unlike us who are growing for the flower market, or for bouquets that are going to store our tubers for the following season, then we want a better quality tuber, something that we can keep on for a couple of years, keep going. So we pay a higher premium for those highly sought after varieties. But here it is. You make your choice, you do your due diligence, do your research, but I always quarantine. These are going in grow bags until I am absolutely sure they don't have gall, gale, root crown rot, whatever it is that particular virus that's devastating to dahlias, because once it gets it, it's done. You got to get rid of it. It'll spread like wildfire if you don't contain it. All right, so I'm gonna show you the next set. Be right back. Okay, so I received this box today, and I'm gonna see the tuber for the first time with you guys, so you can see how these were packed. And they're in vermiculite. And this is my tuber. Let's zoom on. Look how beautiful that tuber is. Look. Beautiful. And it already has a sprout. This is Odyssey. How beautiful that is. Let's put this one aside. And this one is Sweet Natalie. There we go. And this one is still dormant, but you can see where the eyes are. Beautiful tuber. Sweet Natalie. Okay. Sure. All right. I'm making a mess. Okay. In this photo, you can see the packaging from Dana's Dahlias, how beautiful they were sent, and the beautiful dahlias you sent me. And the dahlias from Rainbow Patch Dahlias. Beautiful. Well, there you have it, folks. I want to give a big shout out to Dana's Dahlias and a big shout out to Elizabeth from Rainbow Patch Dahlias for shipping me these beautiful dahlia tubers that I received. From Dana, I received Karma Chocolate and Moore's Place. And from Elizabeth, I got my long sought after Odyssey, which seems to be difficult to acquire. Thank you for that. And I also got the Sweet Natalie. Thanks. I needed those two to cross pollinate. I needed my Moore's Place. I needed my Karma Chocolate. I needed these dahlias really bad because I have a plan of which way I want to cross these things. So thank you for that. But that's it. That's what you get with specialty farmers and what you get with box stores. It's something you should consider. The more difficult varieties you will find from specialty farmers. The other ones that are easy to find, you'll find at Home Depot, Lowe's, what else? Walmart, BJ's, any of those, Sam's Club. You will find the easier to find varieties there. Not to say that that's not a bad thing or a good thing, but buyer beware. Be an educated consumer. Know what you're looking for. When you're looking for dahlias, look at the bag before you purchase it, because they can be desiccated, they can be dry, they can be dead. So, really consider looking at those dahlias from box stores carefully. I have a video on how I treat them when I buy them. I put them in a disinfectant solution. I'm not taking any chances. I grow them in grow bags. I do not grow them together. Won't do it. Not for the first season, or maybe for the second season. It all depends on how they look. Well, that's it for now. If you have any questions, comment, like, and subscribe. I would love to hear from you. Tell me how I'm doing. And until next time, see you on the next one. Thanks.